What's going on, guys? It's your boy AddictzAnt, and today I'm going to be showing you the best small striker build for level 25 and level 50. If you want to see the same done for tall striker, make sure to leave a like on this video and let me know in the comments down below. With all of that being said, let's get started. The archetype you want to use for this build is the finisher archetype. It's inspired by Alex Morgan. You'll possess a killer instinct in front of goal, and you'll be a beast when one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Onto the height and weight. For the height, you can use 5'5" or 5'6". Those are the best heights to use for this build. And for the weight, you want to go 154 pounds. You want to feel as light as you possibly can. This build is for levels 25 and below, so in total you will be using 511 AP. Starting off on the scoring section, the first attribute you want to work on is your finishing. You're going to increase this by 5. Having it on 80 to begin with is very good, and you want to do the same for shot power. I recommend having shot power and finishing both on 80. For passing, the only attribute you'll be working on is the curve attribute. You want to increase this by 10. You want to go ahead and have this on 80. Curve increases your ability to bend the path of a ball when shooting or passing. Coming down to physical, you want to make a start on your stamina. You're going to have this on 80. The reason I recommend improving your stamina as soon as possible is because it will help you unlock the quick step playstyle. On to pace. For your acceleration, you want to have this on 80, and then for sprint speed, you want it to be a bit higher. I recommend having it on 82. As I mentioned with the stamina attribute, you will unlock the quick step playstyle. Having quick step as one of your playstyles means you're able to focus more on sprint speed, which is key for this build. Quick step will help you reach your top speed even quicker, and as you're playing as a small striker, this will work perfectly. And the last set of attributes you'll be working on are in ball control. The first one you want to improve is your agility. Agility determines how quickly you can change directions. Obviously, playing in striker, this is very key. You want to start working on this as soon as you can. For balance, you want to go ahead and increase this by +5. You want to go ahead and have it on 80. Balance reduces your chances of stumbling and falling when challenged by an opponent. It will also help you unlock the technical playstyle. For dribbling, you also want this to match your balance. I recommend going ahead and having it on 80. It will determine how close you keep the ball to your feet while dribbling, and it will help you unlock playstyles like technical and rapid. And the last two attributes you need to work on in ball control is your composure and your reactions. I recommend putting both on 80. With composure, this attribute affects a player's chances of making a mistake on shots, passes and passes under pressure. The higher the value, the better the player performs in contact situations. And with reactions, it measures how quickly a player reacts to a situation happening around them. It will affect the time it takes to finish animations and start new ones. And the last thing you'll be working on is your weak foot. You want to take it from 3 stars and you want to pull it on 4 star. A stronger weak foot will be used more often and is more effective when doing so. And as you're a striker, you do want to feel a little bit more clinical on your weak foot. So having it on 4 star for now is not a bad start. As you can see, we've now used 511 AP, so let's move on to the playstyles. The signature playstyles you'll have with the finisher archetype are low driven shot and first touch. With low driven, it enhances a player's ability to perform low driven shots with significantly increased accuracy, even faster ball travel and quicker shot execution. Then for first touch, you'll have minimal error when trapping the ball and you'll be able to transition to dribbling much faster with greater control. Onto the playstyles, the first one you want to have on is in physical. I recommend having on quick step. You'll be able to accelerate faster during explosive sprint. Then for the next, you want to come down to ball control and have on rapid. You'll reach a higher sprint speed while dribbling, and you'll have a reduced chance of an error when sprinting or performing knock-ons. This wouldn't be the best small striker build without these two playstyles. Onto the third and final playstyle, I recommend having on technical, but I know a lot of you will say why don't I have on game changer, and for me, it's not really that good of a playstyle. Yes, it will help you perform trivela shots, but I actually think it does more harm than good in game. There's times when I want to let off a normal shot and it will do a trivela and it will lead to the keeper having an easy save. So I'm always going to go ahead and favour the technical playstyle. The reason I recommend having on technical is because you'll be able to reach an even higher speed when you're performing controlled sprint, and you'll be able to perform wide turns while dribbling with greater precision. These are all the playstyles you should have on at level 25. On to level 50 now. For the height, you want to go 5'5", but you can also use 5'6" if you wish. It's only an inch, but I know some people do like to play 5'6". And for the weight, you want to go as light as possible, so you want to be using 154 pounds. For level 50, with this build, you'll be using a total of 1269 AP. So getting things started, you want to come over to the scoring attributes. You'll be working on your finishing and also your shot power. As you're a striker, you want to be as clinical as possible. Finishing increases your chances of beating the keeper with shots inside the box, so you want to go ahead and have this on 90. And for shot power, you don't need to go ahead and match it. As long as you have it on a high value, it will work just fine. You'll still be as clinical as can be. I recommend having your shot power on 87. The only attribute you need to work on in passing is your curve. This will help massively, as curve increases your ability to bend the path of a ball when shooting or passing. You want to go ahead and have this on 80. Onto skill moves and your weak foot. As you're a striker, of course, you want to feel as if you can use your strong foot and your weak foot in any situation. You want to be as clinical as possible, and having a stronger weak foot will be used more often, and it will be more effective when doing so. For skill moves, you want to go ahead and match this, and I recommend putting it on 5 stars. A high skill move ability gives you access to more complex and difficult skills. You want to be able to perform any skill in the game in any situation. Having 5-star makes you a big threat in matches. The next attribute, and the only attribute you'll be working on in physical, is your stamina. You want to go ahead and have this on 80. The main reason for this is because it will help you unlock the quick step playstyle. Onto pace. For your acceleration, you want to go ahead and have this on 86. Acceleration affects how quickly you can reach your top speed. And then for your sprint speed, you're going to have this on the highest value out of the two. I recommend having this on 90. The reason I recommend having your sprint speed higher than your acceleration is because having quick step as a playstyle means you're able to focus more on sprint speed, which is a key attribute for this build. Quick step will help you reach your top speed even quicker, and trust me guys, in game you can see it. You can see how quick your player runs. And the last set of attributes you'll be working on are all in ball control. The first one you're going to work on is your agility. This will be the highest out of all of them. You want to go ahead and have this on 90. Agility determines how quickly you can change directions, and as a striker, that is very important. For balance, you want to go ahead and have this on 80. You don't need to put many AP points into this. It's really not needed, and having 80 is good anyway. Balance reduces your chances of stumbling and falling when challenged by an opponent. And then for ball control, you want to go ahead and have this on 84. Remember, you do have the first touch playstyle on, so having 84 ball control and your signature playstyle as first touch plays a massive part. The reason for that is because it will raise your control over a ball, such as when trapping or doing skill moves. Then for dribbling, you want to go ahead and have this on 85. It will determine how close you keep the ball to your feet while dribbling. And the last two attributes you'll be working on for this build is your composure and your reactions. They are key attributes for this archetype, and they are very important to work on anyway. With composure, I recommend putting this on 85. Composure affects the player's chances of making a mistake on shots, passes and passes under pressure. The higher the value, the better the player performs in contact situations. And with your reactions, you want to go ahead and have this on 84. Reactions measure how quickly a player reacts to a situation happening around them. It will affect the time it takes to finish animations and start new ones. This is how your attributes page should look at level 50. As you can see, we've now used 1269 AP. The signature playstyles you'll have with a finisher archetype are low driven shot and first touch. With low driven, it enhances a player's ability to perform low driven shots with significantly increased accuracy, even faster ball travel, and quicker shot execution. Then for first touch, you'll have minimal error when trapping the ball, and you'll be able to transition to dribbling much faster with greater control. Onto the playstyles. The first two playstyles you will want to have on with this build are quick step and also rapid. With rapid, you'll be able to reach a higher sprint speed while dribbling, and you'll have a reduced chance of an error when sprinting or performing knock-ons. And with quick step, you'll be able to accelerate faster during explosive sprint. As this is the small striker build, it only made sense to have on quick step and rapid. These are two of the best playstyles to have on with a striker build. The third playstyle you want to have on is in ball control. You want to have on technical. You'll reach a higher speed when performing controlled sprint, and you'll be able to perform wide turns while dribbling with greater precision. Onto the fourth and final playstyle, I recommend having on chip shot. I know there's going to be a lot of you that would rather have on game changer or even trickster, but the reason I recommend having on chip shot is because people tend to bring their keepers out for fun. Having chip shot will allow you to perform chips faster and with greater accuracy. Obviously, it's completely up to you what playstyles you want to have on. These are just the four I recommend. For the fourth playstyle, it's completely understandable if you'd rather have on game changer over chip shot, so you can make that change if you wish. But these are all the playstyles I recommend having on at level 50. So there you have it, guys. That was the best small striker build for levels 25 and level 50. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please make sure to leave a like on this video as it will be greatly appreciated. Make sure to comment down below if you want to see the tall striker build. And with all of that being said, make sure to subscribe and stay in the loop for more content. Thanks for watching and take care.